Hey, this is Dustin, your host. Thank you for joining me on this episode of A Wanderer's Way podcast, a podcast dedicated to entertainment and leisure. Welcome back to A Wanderer's Way podcast. This is your host, Dustin, and today we're going to speak about the toxic prices within the gaming industry and the anime industry. So as someone who actually plays and buys a lot of video games on a daily, it's not just like once or twice a week, it's literally on a daily. Even when I get home from work, I'll sit there, scroll through mass amount of games like, is there a sale today? What's good? What looks good? I'm bored of this game. Like, I have a bunch of games that's sitting there on my consoles and my computer. I haven't been touched, but I bought them. Yeah, I waste a lot of money on games. However, it's just, there's some games out there you'd be kind of looking at going, I want it, but it's so expensive. And you wait for time for sale. There's a huge sale for Christmas and Thanksgiving and all sorts of other holidays and other special events going on. Except for these one games that you want. And then, you see they have older versions and then the newer versions. The new version, which could be crap, for example, like the WWE 2K games. 2K20 was horrendous. I see that every sale, big sale going on, it's always on sale. But 2K19, which did better, plays better, looks better, which I'm not a fan of the games, by the way, it's never on sale. And I can't comprehend it sometimes. Like, why do you not just put all of the games on sale? More people would buy them. If you don't want them on sale, just get rid of them if you think they're just not selling. What's the sense, But then you got games like EA games. Wonderful EA. Overpriced and rare sales. Like, they do it the opposite way. They put all their old games on sale, but their new games they won't. Unless it's not selling, at all. Which is probably one of the first times I've seen a newer EA game, like the new football game, which, yeah, Madden, horrible, overpriced, new updated roster, no change to the games, and still, NFL 2K5 still rules. And yes, I'm throwing that out there. Get mad. But yeah, EA has all their old games on sale. It's like, here, try this game. And all their old Madden games before the new sales now, which is surprising to see Madden on sale. They really never put them on sale. None of the new games at all. Which really doesn't surprise me. Because EA just crushes your dreams on every game ever made. Except for the Star Wars games. I'll give them credit with those. I know there's a lot of people that complain about the Battlefront games. But personally, I think the Battlefront games are actually done pretty dang well. They look good, they play good. The servers aren't the best. Battlefront 2, I really never had an issue with the servers. Or squadrons. I know other people say they do all the time. But outside the server issues that even EA always has, I've always had, the Battlefield games. Oh my gosh, their servers are trash. Irritates me all the time. But for Battlefront 2, never really had a problem with it. I did not pay full price. Actually, I waited a year and a half or so before I got the game, and I got everything included on a sale day. And it's actually, I personally like it. And all the new updates they add to it, and the DLCs, I think everything's pretty done well. You can't really do much more, in my opinion, at least that I can see. Which is the only time you'll never see me complain about an EA game. Seriously. I think all EA games are overpriced and ridiculous. It's kind of like the Call of Duty games. And I know this is going to flush a lot of people out right now, but I hate Call of Duty. Battlefield over, but Call of Duty. Except I can't even stand Battlefield right now either. They're pretty much screwing up. The last real good Battlefield game, in my opinion, was I did enjoy 4, but it was such a buggy game. I'm still gonna choose 3 over 4. I like 3 a lot. I think it did real well. Which EA did say they're giving DICE an extra year. Which what? EA actually is allowing someone to take longer time to create a game? Now that's something you don't always hear about. Ever. Seriously. That's rare. Maybe they finally got sick of all the complaints and who knows. But I heard DICE is gonna create the next one. Kind of going back in their steps to Battlefield 3, which I liked it. I think that's good inspiration. Except for, where is Bad Company 3? I will pay a high price for that. Bad Company 3. Everybody wants it. That whole Bad Company is not done yet. Drives me crazy. Anyways, getting back on the topic here. So when you're looking at the game sales, you have Steam, which to me is a godsend. Like, they have sales every week. And then they had the mass sales on the holidays. And I always find games cheaper on there than any other platform. All the time. Then you also got the Microsoft Game Pass, which I am not a big fan of Microsoft. I do have an Xbox because I could not find a PlayStation 4 anywhere when the pandemic hit. Go figure. But the Game Pass, I found, is very enjoyable. You don't really have the greatest of games on there, obviously, but you do get to try them. You get that. I'm not sure exactly how long games on there last. I've seen some games only last for a couple days. Ones last for a month. But then I've seen games on there, since I've had the system here, has been on there the entire time. Then you got brand new games that's went on there, which was actually kind of surprising, seeing games like, Planet Coaster, and it's been on there since release. And it actually surprises me because when you look at the price for that game, it's full $60 retail with everything. And you can't buy the game separate. You have to buy it as a package, which is another thing I can't stand. Because there's a lot of those games that are packaged, and it's just not worth the price. And they try to get you on that and say, hey, here's a sale. Here's 10% off, and you have all this. And some of them you can add up and you could still pay less without the bundle. And then you have other games, that you'll actually pay less in the bundle, so it's good. Games like Forza, for example. So, yeah, I think the Game Pass is pretty good, and the gold. All that kind of helps out with the video games, but majority of video games in general, you'll have, you have like simulation games. I'm a huge simulation guy, management-based games. So, say, I can't think of a game right now. For simulation-based, you got like Train Simulator and Train Sim World. That's a good one to really bring up. You got the game for what? I think average I see it around like $50 for just the game itself and 3 different kind of scenario stuff and places. And then you go to look at DLCs, like, yeah, okay, I'll spend $1, $2, maybe $5 at max. Get some new places, new trains. You look at them and it's like just about the full amount that you paid for the game itself. And they're just ripping off the customer. And there are so many companies that do this, and it's ridiculous. So ridiculous. Like, why are you charging almost full price for a DLC, which is literally doesn't really add, like $30 for a DLC. It doesn't really add that much. $30. It's not worth it. It's like $10 max for that DLC. And even on the sales, you get it down to like $15. It's still not worth it. Me, I still spent money, and I need to stop. But yeah, there's just too many games out there overpriced, personally. Let's see. We got the Bandai games, which anime-based games, and as popular as anime is, these games are just disappointing. Very disappointing. I hear, and it seems like only the Westerners are very big in the Bandai games. Me? Nah. There's people jumping on the gacha games. There's people playing all the Dragon Ball Z games and stuff. And when you look at the graphics, they're just really bad. I think the only game I can look at them and think, hey, actually looks pretty good, are the Naruto games. And then the new Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, which it does not look bad at all. But then you got games, so My Hero Academia games. I was so excited with the announcement. I looked at it, trash. Looks like every other game they create. It's like they're trying to make it like anime, and then they're trying to make it cartoony, and it just doesn't blend well. Like, you gotta do it better than that. Like, those graphics are just trash. I hated Xenoverse. Ugh. And then you got the One Piece games. Seen the new one. That was trash. And they want $40 to $60 for these games that lackluster playstyle, horrible graphics, just like Fairy Tail game. Like, the idea about it is pretty good, the whole concept, but the gameplay sucks. It's pretty bland, and it's like they took a game from a computer from 2010 and just kind of took that philosophy and just threw it into a quick game. And they want full $60 for that game. Like, come on, no. The game's not even worth $30. I won't even pay $15 for the Fairy Tail game, or even half of the Bandai games, honestly. I waited for the sale even for Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. I think I paid $23, $24, something like that. So it wasn't a bad deal, but I haven't really been playing it either. I played like the first part. I haven't gotten up to finishing the Saiyan Saga. Oops. Yeah. I got other games I play. Anyways, speaking of anime and video games. So we have the anime industry sales versus the gaming industry sales, and how they work together against each other, which is better. So stay tuned. Next is the anime industry sale. So we just got done speaking about the gaming industry and how they rip off the customers versus sales. What would be good, what isn't. Now we're going to track into the anime industry sales and merchandises and everything, and how they could possibly take advantage of the customers and what they do right. So to start things off, we're going to talk about anime itself and the mangas. Personally, I think that you can find great deals pretty much anywhere. When you're talking about DVDs and such, let's go with Sentai Filmworks. Personally, I think that is one of the best sites. I always find sales on there, especially big day sales. I have found so many box sets of like full complete seasons and series that usually are like $100, maybe $80, and they are on sale for like 90%, like 80 to 90% off. I think that is fantastic for an entire season. And hell, I found some stuff that's random on there going, holy crap, I've never even tried this before. Never seen it, never heard of it. And I was like, dude, complete season for $2 on Blu-ray. Buy. And and be like, I've never heard of it, never seen it, not even gonna look on YouTube, not even gonna try it out. I just know this is $2 for Blu-ray. I am taking it. And come to find out, the majority of them are half decent, better than half the stuff that I usually find that are mainstream. And a lot of them are actually really, really good. I found a couple that I absolutely love, and I think the sale's pretty good. I don't usually use a whole lot of websites to buy DVDs other than Amazon, because I usually find good deals there. But from where I stand and what I look for, I think I find great deals. So I think the anime industry definitely has the gaming industry beat on that sense. However, we got merchandise here, and I think the gaming industry has this one kind of beat. A lot of the gaming stuff can be expensive, but not so much. Not as much as the anime industry, which I'm not going to get into the whole topic about it, but I'll kind of throw it out there. It's based on the fact that the creators are way underpaid. Even a student getting an entry-level job still gets paid more than that creator does, which is ridiculous. So pretty much, sucks. So, but you got like merchandise, especially cosplaying outfits and such, way overpriced. Holy moly. I haven't found anything. Maybe you guys might have, and you can just relay it to me. I'm finding some cosplay outfits that are actually pretty inexpensive. I found some on Amazon, but they were just pretty much like Halloween costumes, and not that good, honestly. But the ones I did find that are just perfect, just worth buying, heck, I've seen them for $600 or more. I'm like, holy crap. Just for some clothing? No. This can't be real. And I check out another site, and then another site, and then another site. Holy crap, yeah. I think the cheapest I found of something that actually is worthwhile and actually good and looks real and actually worth going to like a cosplay for was on Amazon. It was about $250, and there was another website too, and I think it was for I'm pretty sure it was Fairy Tail based, and Bleach as well. Yes, there was one for Bleach that I wanted because I wanted to be Renji for Halloween, but I wanted a real cosplay outfit. And it was about $275, I think it was, and it was his Bankai outfit. Oh, it was awesome. It was actually worth it, but I still didn't get it. I just still felt like it was overpriced, but holy moly, for an outfit, that's expensive. But that still does not beat the other merchandise, such as anime figurines. Yes, we can go on Amazon and buy some of these small, like 4, 5, 6 inches tall worth anime figurines for like average of $25. Then you got the good ones for like $88+. Now we're going to talk about ones that are overpriced. And I got a little list here, so we're going to start off just several of them. I didn't do the whole entire like most expensive of them all, just a few to name, just to kind of give an idea about the anime merchandise that are way overpriced and how they target customers like us. So you got Gigantor, $13,000. That's nuts. But that's the lowest here I have on my list. You got Megumi Kato, $19,000. You got Silent Crow, $23,000. Life-size Astro Boy, $25,000. That is crazy. Lala Momo life-size, same thing, $27,000. And the ones that I've noticed here, Gundam, which has been out for a long time. A lot of figurines, which I actually found a couple, but they were like $150. And that's just expensive to me, just to have something to collect and sit on your shelf and get dusty. Well, they have this one that's non-gold plated. It's real gold. It's a Gundam. Not life-size either. It's just like a regular one, so I want to say it. I can't remember the dimensions. I would say maybe 10 inches tall at the max, something like that. $200,000. That is crazy. And I've just noticed everything in the anime industry and the gaming industry both will target your customers and try taking advantage out of your pocket. Like I said, both sides have goods and bads. So definitely let me know what you think about both industries, what you found that works for you, that doesn't, what you found that's way overpriced personally to you, and what you think is done well. I'd like to hear what you guys have to say about it and your experiences within both industries. Thank you for joining me on this episode of a Wanderer's Way podcast. Definitely stay tuned for the next episode, either next week or the week after.